What does race to the bottom mean? Have you ever wondered how competition can sometimes lead to worse conditions for workers and the environment? The term race to the bottom captures this idea perfectly. It refers to a situation where companies, regions, or countries lower their standards, regulations, wages, or protections in a bid to attract investment or maintain competitiveness. This can create a harmful cycle that negatively impacts labor rights, environmental protections, and the quality of goods or services. In economic terms, this race often involves governments or businesses relaxing regulations or cutting costs to appeal to investors or multinational corporations. For instance, countries may reduce labor protections or environmental laws to lure foreign direct investment, hoping to boost their economies. However, this often leads to a downward spiral where all competitors suffer from poorer conditions and social outcomes. From a liberal viewpoint, which emphasizes individual rights and social justice, the race to the bottom raises serious concerns. It highlights the conflict between free market competition and the need to protect human rights and the environment. Liberals argue that this phenomenon undermines fair labor standards and increases inequality. It also weakens global governance structures that are meant to promote responsible economic behavior. Liberalism advocates for stronger international institutions and regulations to prevent this harmful competition. It supports cooperative frameworks that harmonize standards across countries to avoid a destructive downward trend. This includes promoting sustainable development models that balance economic growth with social equity and environmental care. Liberals also stress the importance of empowering civil society and social movements to hold governments and corporations accountable. This ensures that economic competition does not come at the expense of workers' rights or ecological health. In the context of neocolonialism, the race to the bottom can be seen as a continuation of exploitative economic relationships. Developing countries often feel pressured to lower standards to attract investment from wealthier nations or multinational corporations. The liberal critique emphasizes the need for fairer global economic rules and stronger protections to prevent such exploitative dynamics. Instead of a race to the bottom, the goal should be a race to the top, where countries compete to improve standards, rights, and sustainability. In summary, the race to the bottom is a competitive decline in standards driven by economic globalization. Liberalism critiques this trend for its social and environmental costs and calls for cooperative, just, and sustainable alternatives.